This is Justin Bronco here with the Hank Haney International Junior Golf Academy. We're just going to take a quick look at David Kirk here and just discuss one or two things we're going to work on now until the end of the year. David's made some good progress at the beginning of the year. Just a couple things we want to focus on with the full swing here before we finish up for the end of the year. All in all, the shape of the swing is pretty good. As far as the backswing goes, we'd like to see David keep his hips a little bit more steady on the backswing, especially at the start. As we take a look at the backswing here, you can see as he pretty much gets halfway down to his backswing, his hips are already done turning, and then he lifts his arms to the top from there. Okay, so we just want to feel like he's going to start the golf swing a little bit more with his arms and shoulders and not so much with the hips. So this way, by the time he gets to this point now, he can feel like he starts to turn the hips. So this way, his body, his upper body, his arms, shoulders, and hips are all more in sync as the club gets to the top of the backswing. When he gets to the top of the backswing, he has a tendency to kind of cup his wrist, and as you can see here, and the club face is a little open, so we just kind of want to keep focusing on keeping that left wrist nice and flat at the top of the backswing so the club face is nice and square. And then as we take a look at the downswing here, we can see he spins out, he spins his left hip out, and his right shoulder and his eyes start looking towards the target. Okay, now we can see he's pretty much in an impact position right there already, and the club is still way back behind him here. Okay, so what happens is he spins out his hips on the downswing first, and then his shoulders follow, and then his eyes follow, and then his arms and the club kind of get stuck behind him. And his right wrist gets bent back too much, and then the club has no loft, kind of shut behind him, and then the only thing he can do from there, as we can see through impact, is kind of flip. As we can see, his right arm kind of flipping over his left arm, and his hands flipping a lot. Not much hip movement through impact there. But that's just the cause of him on the downswing, kind of spinning that left hip out. And then, like I said, the right shoulder follows, and then the eyes follow, and then the club falls right back behind him with no loft. So he just needs to feel like from the top of the backswing that he really bumps his hips forward, keeps the right shoulder back, and then brings the club down with some loft. So this way he can square the club up properly and not flip so much, which is why when he hits a bad shot, his misses are kind of, out of the ballpark per se. So, all in all, it's pretty good. Just let's keep the hips a little more stable on the backswing. And on the downswing, just make sure we drive forward, keeping the shoulder back, keeping the loft. And then this way we can square up the left hand and get a lot more consistent shots, especially a lot more consistent misses. And then hopefully that'll lead to lower scores. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact myself, Kyle, or Jen, and we'll be glad to discuss it. Thank you.